to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Texans going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans.
You better freaking whip the shit out of James biracial.
He got a better team.
I don't know. He does not. The Broncos.
Possible run anticipation here.
Oh,
as
you
the
talking
D-line
about
sandwiches together.
I thought you were talking about the D-line.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And
fumble! Damn it! Supposed to be mine.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
What is it?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Wilson.
Yeah, he's going to run the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
What's up? I can't.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson.
No, I'm not in there.
Incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense
I can't even get one sack,
it's 4th down.
It's crazy. I couldn't even penetrate.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
Damn,
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They
where are you running? How do you get them in there?
It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter,
for a fake punt
and it didn't
every
work
time
out.
he punts the
Not
ball.
the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't
watch the
work,
stream.
not
You wanna
so
watch the
smart.
game?
Not so
In this case,
Come
not
watch
so
the stream.
genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
I know. I don't understand it either.
Now a first
Some
carry
people
for
doing the
Lamar
same
Miller.
thing. 69 blocks for
And
the
now
heck of
running
this
right
stuff.
through him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he rifles one
I hate that
incomplete.
Zoom shit.
I know our vantage point might
computer,
be a
it don't
little
even
bit
do
better
him.
way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third and 2. Watson going up top. The swing pass
Fuller.
caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early
put Malcolm Smith
lead.
in there, fool.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that
go.
one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play.
I got a trophy for that comeback room. I was down 17 points, came back and
Well,
forth.
that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper
I
and
ain't
deeper.
fucking missed the kick, you shitty
But I'm not
bitch.
sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Use your pit. Let's go. This is easy work right here.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Only way I think they win is if Andre gets hurt.
Here's a carry for Oliver.
Oh my God! I didn't know that. Lucky ass
play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching a
second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Stevie, you watching?
On 2nd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure. Wilson hit.
Oh, God damn it.
And the Texans scoop it.
Oh,
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So
they Russell Wilson fumbled twice. I didn't think it was really
down. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so
y'all
better get used to this.
It's hard to do really early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much.
Who are you playing right now? You're still playing on
the focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
A nice run there, 9 yards.
I'll tell you now,
second down.
that'd be some bullshit. I'll tell you, Commissioner, give me that first one. I ain't playing 2 games in a row.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to around the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you did something. Hey, no, Kiko, you remember that game this is the league where I was playing. I had to play the computer. Bruh, when you left, fucking...
Hold on, I can't hear you, bro. What'd you say?
When you had left, fucking Deshaun Watson got hurt. And I was down by fucking 6 points. I fucking I went and I had Joe Webb. You know, that nigga can't throw for shit, bro. It was 2 seconds left on the 10-yard line, bro. I said, fuck it. I scrambled that bitch. They flipped that nigga in the end zone. I won that shit by 1 point.
Fuck that.
I was hyped. Playing the fucking computer. What the hell is this nigga doing?
Oh my. Come on, cover that fool. Alright, cover one right here.
Shit, home now. Can't be beat with no rat, nigga. Oh my God, here he goes. Someone saying, yo, what do you want, bruh?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Give me one.
Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. Quick move by Miller. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I gave him that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I did have a field goal block, though.
Expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll go with Foreman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield.
Bro, make the cut, you stupid bitch.
How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this was just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
If I put Mac back at the defensive line, then I'm losing them at middle linebacker.
And pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get
only reason I beat the Jets is I just ran the ball.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Yo, does Boston still have hella draft picks, though?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it with Oliver. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
Why is he running for? Oh, my gosh. I have my fullback running on 3rd down.
You didn't get it, sir.
She at home now.
Oh man, this guy just pauses.
He didn't get there. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go! Ohio!
Watson going to give this one to Miller. A nice little juke. That's good for the Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose. Because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Bro, that's your guy.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. To throw on 2nd is Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Miller. Gets past one man. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bruce Ellington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 up to the 27-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago? Those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go.
Absolutely, that was a thriller.
Mostly watching the game, bro. I'm streaming.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Wilson. And now look at this.
Fumble.
Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
And I hurt that.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, hey, Alvin. He's not a game. Shit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
Nice move.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Watson now looking to throw on second down. Arlington has it, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What are you stomping around for? Drop those. That should have been picked off.
On first down, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Open again.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin.
Thank you. Fumble his ass.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Lord, bro, what are you doing?
You can't challenge it under 2 minutes, buddy. They'll probably review it. But that's a straight up fumble. It was straight up hit. He dropped the ball.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now an even 30.
Safety.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. So this is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally,
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Should have got a safety, bro. That's some bullshit.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans add on.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aldon Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On third down, it's Oliver. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again is Watson. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw on second down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20, 10.
He was celebrating when he was down 37-6. Oh, this nigga. Pause it anytime he does anything, bro.
Holding. I'll take those.
77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
This dude is really messing with me because he scored one touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He did that cheating shit, bro.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The largest deficit, by the way, the Seattle franchise has ever come back from. 21 points to the Bucs in 2013. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again is Wilson. It is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Are you going
they come out with one back and 3 tight ends. That run, it's Oliver. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cam Chancellor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
He's watching country.
Here's Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. And now he bowls him over. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Damn, he's supposed to block.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Damn it. Fuck.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return out shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Oh,
after
Lord.
the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Oh, my gosh.
J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Shift together here from the D-line.
Either that's a pick or interception. I don't know.
Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
I just have to nod it to him, make him run to get it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score.
stop glitching me. Bruh, chill the fuck out.
Pick 6 for the Texans, TD.
Nigga talking about stop glitching me, bro. I beat you 72-0 last time. You have to fucking score in this game.
Wrong guy. Damn it. Come on, Garoppolo.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Wilson. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Now he talking about chew the clock, please, good game. After you accuse me of glitching you.
Yeah. That's some bullshit. You tell him the man up.
So here we go, 1st and 10
crazy
now.
It's your boy, people.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's only because I can't score more than 50 points on this yardage.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Watson forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Nazir Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The play clock's running down. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, shit, rock bottom.
Will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Who's hurt?
The Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. They have struggled.
He tried to hurdle my dude, but I already know that's all he doing. Kickoff is hurdle, so I fucking hit him high.
Because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run it here with Oliver. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's John Ryan now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
All right, let's go.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Play clock winding down.
They'll run it
now.
Fumble,
and they'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Oh, almost got him.
Here we go. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
No, she's at least
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball,
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Damn, that's a good one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.